Wel- Welcome to Konveyor community meeting. Today is April 18th, and I am going to paste the agenda in the link. Please feel free to add yourselves to agenda. We are very light on agenda, and we don't have any topics, so I just want to open it up to everyone. And if you have anything, please feel free to add it to the agenda and feel free to bring it up.
I could use this a few minutes, I guess, to just call out that by next Thursday, if folks could try to have the 040 board up to date, that's here. Just because we're trying to see if we're going to be on track to kind of release. And I think some of this work is actually in progress, and it's just not updated on this board. But I could be mistaken. So.
I can also provide an update on some of the website stuff. So one of the thing was enabling Netlify builds. I am talking with CNCF folks to get that going. I think there are some issues with the ownership, who owns the team. Um, and they don't know who owns the team. And so we're going to try and figure out probably next week or a week after that to see if we can get something going and we can enable Netlify builds across the website. If no one has anything they want to bring up or anything to discuss, so I'll probably end the meeting early. So feel free to drop. I'm just gonna wait for a few more minutes to see if anyone's joining. They have anything. If not, I'll just end the meeting and I'll put a note on the Conveyor Slack channel and as well as the Conveyor Slack channel. Yeah, that's where I'll put the in case anyone wants to bring up any topics. I'm really sorry. I should have seen this before, and I didn't mean to waste everyone's time.
Maybe I can use this time to raise a question if there's someone here that is looking into testing the .NET, might be having some uh, missing information or something needed for the testing. Or maybe it's too preliminary, I'm not sure.
I'm actually taking a look into that. I will appreciate if you have like an example app I can try on.
So I can say that the two things that we have are, we have two examples at that link that I put in the chat. There's one that's using a really old application that's that can be built on Windows only. And then the other one is a more recent one that can actually be used in the typical use case that we've been where we can take the project and run it inside a container. So I think that one's called the Hello World example. The next phase that we're working on for the .NET stuff is to make it so I could run Contra from the Windows server and get the results there. So that's the next step. I don't know. I know we have a plan for like 0.5 to have it like integrated more into the UI. But that's where we are currently. I don't know. When I try and think of like how to test that, how to automate tests for that, it's not immediately clear how. I know that it's possible. I just don't know that it's worth the gargantuan effort that would be required to like be able to automatically pull up a Windows and make it ready and do all that stuff just to test a single rule that we have. I don't know. But that's where we are currently, and you can reach out to me on Slack or wherever to talk about it.
Okay, thank you. I understand that we cannot automate it right now, but at least this will help me to understand better the feature and get ready for when it's available in UI, for example. So thank you.
Yeah, I think the next step to be user consumable. I think right now the way .NET exists is kind of it's in the main line, but it's not easily accessible to end users. I think the first one that'll be consumable to end users would be when we have a step-by-step. This is how you would use Contra to analyze said application on a Windows server.
Yeah, it makes sense. Thanks.
Is there any other topics folks want to talk or bring up in this meeting? And thank you, David. I was gonna do it after the meeting because I am very bad at multitasking, I realized. And then like people are watching, I'm making more typos and embarrassing myself. So I just paused typing. Appreciate it. That was another thing that I was gonna check if it is capitalized or all small. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, we have reached the end of the agenda. I'm just gonna do a final call. If anyone have anything, please feel free to add it here or start a Slack thread. If there is no other topics today, I will see you all in 2 weeks. All right, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.